Hello everyone. Let me just get my mic. Everybody can hear me, I hope. Yeah, we're back. We're back with another stream. What do we got today? Oh shit, that was a bad jump. Oh, all right, I recovered. Only lost a little bit of health. But anyway, yeah. Last time I believe we did a couple things, and we did start work on a new character, and I guess I can show you the progress I've made on that over the week. Today we're going to be working on getting that character into the game and sort of how they play into the game and stuff like that. But anyway, if we can see, I can open Blender. I have temporarily solved my RAM situation in the sketchiest way possible, by the way. One second. That's not the guy I want to look at. I want to look at this guy. No? That one, yeah. So, you saw we worked on the hat and stuff like that last week. Well, now I have the entire guy sort of modeled out and rigged and everything. So, this is our cook. He's the... Connor, I think, is what I called him for now, but I think we can play with that. But yeah, we have baked normal maps and everything for him. So I think we can just start dropping him in the game and going for it. Working on the cooking tutorial. Because the purpose of this character is to give you the cooking tutorial. Because a lot of people were mentioning that they had no idea how to cook and stuff like that. But anyway, we do have soda today. This is a chubby. I didn't know this for the longest time, but when I was a kid, we always used to get, these would sometimes be given out in Halloween candy, and it was always the coolest thing ever, I thought, because it was like a tiny bottle of soda in your Halloween bag. But like, it's like a little soda. It's from the nation of Trinidad and Tobago, which I didn't know until now. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, we have another soda because this one's tiny, which is the Jarritos Mexican Cola, which I've had before here. But anyway, while we... Yeah, so I guess we're going to pull this guy right into the game, but I also have to explain my sketchy RAM repair. So I did send off my dead stick for replacement, so hopefully that will come back at some point, and I'll have a full 32 gigs of RAM right now. But actually, I think if we look at the system monitor here, you can see we got 32 gigs of RAM, or almost that, and that is because there is a stick of laptop memory in my desktop right now via an adapter. It's not a great solution. I have XMP disabled right now, so it's not running at full speed. But it is solving the issue that, as you can see, I have the game open, I have Sea Lion open, and I have Blender open, and our stream hasn't crashed, which is what happened last time. So I think that's a good. Oh, I haven't been reading the chat. Hello, everybody. But yeah. Yeah, it tastes like cola. Anyway. But, so I believe... So why don't we get this restarted here, so we can put this guy right in the game. My audio is clipping. Okay. I can solve that. Is that any better? Is my audio better? Tone map the audio, yeah. I think that's not going to work very well. But it's not going into the red on my monitor here, so I think we're probably good now. That's much better. Okay, cool. So, let's get into the game again. Wait one moment. Something making on. Okay, cool. Starting the game from Sea Lion here. So I'm gonna go over to like it's Shad. Let me. Hi Shad. Okay, I don't know. Oh, you're calling the character Chad? I don't know. Anyway. So, I think, I wanted the cooking tutorial. I actually want to move this whole fort here. I'm gonna move it over, but I want the cooking tutorial to be probably over here somewhere. Probably right here. So, first thing I'm gonna do I have a fire already? Do I have a fire prefab? I do not. Okay, I'm gonna quickly copy all this fire stuff. No, not this fire pit. That one? Yes, okay. Fire pit, fire emitter, and there's a smoke emitter? Okay. Wait. Okay, cool. So I think. Oh shit, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, I'm gonna save all this as a. I'm gonna save this as a prefab because I'm gonna copy it. Ignore that error. That's probably okay. So can I? Okay, do I have the fire pit? Is that gonna spawn? Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. I'm gonna delete all that now. Okay, so what was I gonna do? I wanted to find the player. Let's jump to the player. And then we're gonna make a fire pit so that we can have the oh, hi chat. I see. That's what you're saying. So that we can have the fire pit next to the cooking tutorial. And I'm gonna clean up the clean up some of the grass around here because there shouldn't be grass next to a fire. That would go really badly. Okay, so what was I doing? Let's go into terrain paint. Alright, so texture paint. Let's sample the palette here. What do we got? Let's just do some dirt then. Right around the fire. So that should satisfy the fire marshal, hopefully. Let's increase the. Yeah. Save. And then we can go back to. So now I can create the new character. So we save. I previously exported the mesh to cook here, and so I can create an entity with this mesh. As you can see, he's T-posing, but we will solve that in a moment. Okay, so. I'm gonna call him Connor, because that was his name, I think. Save. And then we're gonna start adding the things that make him a character. So right now he's just gotta transform into mesh, which basically means he's just gonna be sitting there. In fact, if I take Luigi, I can walk right through him because he doesn't have a collision. So I'm gonna add a animator, and that's gonna. Now you can see him doing his basic animation. Right now, I just copied all the animations from Yusuf. I'll work on giving him his own animations a bit later. But you can see he's sort of chilling there. What was I gonna do? Now I can add a collider. And for characters, we usually use the capsule shape, and we can adjust the radius and the height and the offset as well, so that it correctly fits his shape. One second. Was it? Yeah, there we go. I wanted the fine adjustment. So now, and then we're gonna also add a rigid body. And so now, although he's probably gonna fall over actually if we this is probably gonna be funny. So here's an issue we're about to see. He's gonna fall over because he's a capsule. There's never trust the skinny chef. I mean, yeah, he's got a little bit of a belly, as we can see. We can add to make him a character, we need to add the character component, which is this one. And I believe if we just let her rip, he's gonna... No? He's not gonna automatically stand back up. Keep upright is checked. Anyway, let me just set his transforms back to default. Okay, yeah, so he's not falling over. Okay, cool. So, now he's standing up like a character. Let me just check that I have his, how do I have it set up for Luigi? The body height and the foot height. Let's just copy what Luigi has. Actually, no. Okay, so body height is... Oh, that's his, that is gonna be this number. And that's gonna be this number. I think, if I can recall correctly. Save. Okay, so he's got a character. He also needs a... We can actually see this. Rotate. Let's put him on some uneven ground so we can see the issue here. See how this foot is kind of floating off the ground? It's because right now he's not using inverse kinematics. So we're gonna add some IK so that he can actually stand up in a reasonable way. So animation foot IK. We need 2 chains. Can we use the same? No, we probably can't use Luigi's numbers, but let me just look up Yusuf for a second because I think he has the same bone setup. So basically, this is defining like which. So we got 44, 45, and 46. That's the left leg, I believe. 48, 49, 50 is the right leg. So let's see. IK 44, 45, 46. Okay. Let's look at the wireframe so we can see. Yeah, okay, so that's the left leg. 40, 45, 46. New chain. Sorry, I forgot what Yusuf was. Okay, so we get 48, 49, and 50. 48, 49, and 50. So we've told it what the other leg is. So that's gonna... Now, if we go back to... We can see that... Well, first of all, he's bent over a little bit too much. And that is what those other numbers control. So, if we go back to Yusuf, what do we have? We have his leg extension is 1, and his heel offset is 0.8. So I think... Basically, he's got longer legs, so he should stretch them out more. So if we do that... There we go. Now he's standing in a much more reasonable stance. Okay, so... Let's save the game here. Now, I believe... Okay, so it's a cooking tutorial. So, we're going to need to have some cooking implements. And, right now, I think all the cooking stuff was over at Yusuf. So, I think we're going to just steal all the stuff. Can I just copy all this stuff? Because it should really be by the cook, not by Yusuf. Okay, so teleport? Yeah. Okay, so now I think we can teleport it all the way back to where we want to be. Oh, actually, can we? Sorry, I needed like a copy paste, which is actually not a thing you can do in the editor, strangely enough. So that's probably something I want to implement at some point. But anyway, we have our cooking tutorial over here. And let's move all the cooking implements over here so that we can, they can be used. Okay, probably. Oh, uh-oh. I didn't mean to do that. Shit, I accidentally deleted it. I guess we're gonna have to remake that anyway. Because there's no undo in the editor. But it's fine. It's fine. We can just rebuild that. So we got the rock. We have our skillet. Yeah. Rotate that. Probably move him over here, so he's next to all the cooking things. Although we do want some space, so we'll probably move him to this side so that you can actually talk to him without stepping into the fire. Okay, and let's put one egg here because there's something I want to do with the cooking tutorial. So let's save that. And then now we can start working on, I think we're going to start working on dialogue for the chef. The cook, I guess. So, if we go to him, we can add a... Okay, so first we're going to make a script, and then we're going to add it to the characters. So, you go to resources, scripts, going to make a new text file, Connor.as, and gonna bring it into here. I'm gonna have Carmen for okay, so include our thing. We're gonna create some quest data for the cook. Yeah. Sorry, just checking something. Can create some quest data for the cooks. So, introduced, yeah, we're gonna need the following for, let's cut all this stuff out. We're just gonna do the cooking tutorial, because we're probably gonna have some other stuff that he is involved in the other quest lines, but for now, so he's got some data. We're gonna add a method to get that data. Okay, so get cook data. And what that's gonna do is it's just gonna create the like quest, it's gonna remember like the things that you've done when you're talking to him in the save file, so that we can update your quest progress and stuff like that. Yeah, so he's gonna have a character name. Connor. I'm gonna notice that later. And we're going to... This seems odd. Oh, I see. Gonna have our talk. Gonna have our talk state. So now, we can do some basic stuff to create a basic conversation. So, we want to put, we need to get player. So we put we put the player and we put the cook into the talking state. That's what this does, right? Then we're going to create a dialogue box, and we are going to do our introduction. So, this is where we say... Wait, where do we get the... Okay. I'm just gonna get some character data so we can get cook data. So, we can do if character data dot introduced is false, then we are going to introduce ourselves. So, dialogue, cook, so if we haven't been introduced, we're going to say, oh, thank God, another soul. And otherwise, the second time we talk... Okay, so we're actually going to want to set this to true so that it remembers. So the first time we talk to the cook, it's going to... he's going to say some opening thing, and then the second time, he's going to say... he's going to say something, like, a lot quicker, just like... So, okay, initial greet, I should call that. So, thank God, another soul. And then, second time he's going to say... Secondary greet. He's going to say... Hello, what's up? Okay, so we say that. Now... we can add that script component to our character here. Let's just save before we do that. Add a script component, script action. It's gonna error out for a bunch. Before we do resources. Oh wait, no, that's. Okay, well, I need to copy some stuff from Yusuf because I forgot what some of these things are called. Okay, interact, action, talk. That's... And... we do resources... slash... resources slash scripts... slash... cook.a... Wait, do we call it Connor.as? Okay, so now it's loaded the character. Now we have this, we need to pick which function gets called when we talk. So we're going to do this one. We're going to save, and we can rotate him back this way. So now, save game. Now we can go and talk to him. And he doesn't have... Okay, so he's missing something. He's missing an interactable. What is it? Interactable. Basically, every object has like a radius, so that if you're within that radius, you can interact with them. Okay, so that's gonna be the radius for now, I guess. Let's save that. So now if we... Wait, do we save? Yeah. If we talk, we now get the prompt here that we can see off to the side. So let's talk. Oh, thank God. Okay, so something's wrong. He's turned backwards. I believe that's probably something to do with his mesh. So let's go. Wait. Huh. That's Z forward. Okay, so we need... Oh, I know what it is. It's because our thing didn't end with a little character. So basically, I added this little guy here. Just what it does is this character, if you end a sentence with it, it waits for your input. If you don't, then it immediately ends. So that's why that exists. It just tells the, so we need to click him, reload, and if we talk, see, now it waits for our input. So, but we have a problem, and that is that he's facing the wrong way. Okay. Also, his butt crack is a little bit heavily shaded. That's a mistake. All right. Why is he not turning around? He has a character component. Oh wait, is it? AI. Does he need to have a friendly AI? Is that what it is? Say that. Never trust an unclenched chef. Alright. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, so he needed to have the friendly AI component to do the turning around. Right. So now, because this is not our first time talking to him, he's saying, what's up? Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So, let's see that. Now, after that, I like the sunburn. Yeah, no, that was, I want to make that part of the quest line that he's gonna, like, he's gonna, like, want something from you to deal with his sunburn, but I was looking up, like, where does aloe vera grow, and it turns out it doesn't grow in the Caribbean. It's from the Middle East, I believe. Yeah. But, there's gotta be some kind of plant in the Caribbean that you can use to relieve a sunburn. I don't know, like, yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm sure aloe vera grows there now, but it probably didn't at the time. So perhaps you can use some algae of sorts. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into it. Okay, what? I need to add some extra dialogue to this. Because we need to get you cooking. That is the point of this dialogue. That is the point of this whole interaction. You must be famished. Would you like anything to eat? I'm gonna put a line break in here. Okay, you must be famished. Would you like anything to eat? Now, in here, I'm just gonna add, because it's your second time talking to him, I'm gonna add hello. So he says, okay, I'm gonna add this to the, why did it say achievement? I didn't want that. Hello, what's up? Would you like anything to eat? Or are you hungry? Are you hungry? For the second time that you talk to him. So let's save that. Reload the script. Now hopefully that will... Hello... Oh. Our line breaks are messed up. Is that right? Let me... Did I forget to add... Hello, what's up? Are you hungry? Sorry, one second. Let's quit the game and restart. I'm not sure what's happening here. A little bug when reloading the dialogue. Oh, something got. Uh-oh, shit. Something is very messed up. I did not mean to. Uh-oh. Okay. Is there... We broke the island somehow. What did I do? What did I do? Let's look at the diff on that, I guess. I somehow saved a version of the island that's completely broken. Oh, everything got teleported. Everything got teleported way off to... Not everything. A lot of things, it looks like. I mean... I should be able to fix this, I hope. Okay, what are we missing? Oh! We do have some busted, busted... Why does this keep happening? Why do we keep ending up with busted, Okay, so, all this stuff. What were we saving that's broken? So, there's a missing thing here. Let's see if we can fix this and if that just fixes everything. So remove that. There's some kind of component that isn't being saved properly. So now, let's try reloading that. Hello, K Infinite Creation 6160. Yeah, I did break something. But what did I break? Okay, so that wasn't it. Let's do in debug mode. Maybe no. So is there something, like, something's missing here? Something got cut out, I guess. Or... Can I... Yeah. Where's the... Oh. That's some messed up characters. Is something wrong with the encoding? So it looks like some animator issue. So let's just copy the... Hope maybe this will fix it. Have to manually repair this file, unfortunately. I'm not sure why that happened. Sorry guys. This might take a second to fix, but it's okay. We can... I guess I could undo that, actually. I could just... Yeah, there's a button for that. Cool. Revert. Cool. Save that. Does this work? Okay. Like, there's something big happening, some big missing thing here, I guess, and I'm not sure what it is, but it's... Okay, the fire pit, yeah, we fixed that. But there's some kind of error, I guess? Okay, so let's see, like, is there... How... This is, like... Oh, it must be the, It must be one of the spawners that got messed up, because if we look back into here... Yeah, sorry guys for the, So all the spawned trees are missing. That's odd, but is the cook still there? Like the guy we created? No, he's not. Okay, okay. I must have had a weird bug in here. Okay, so I'm gonna control F for, actually on this side, for tree spawner. Plant spawner, was it? Okay, so we do have here, that guy still exists. We didn't remove him, but did his position get changed? It did. No, that's not it. That's not the tree spawner. Is this missing a position? So where's the transform? So the tree spawner jungle. Let's see if it's still there. I didn't expect this to happen. So the jungle tree spawner's not even there. But okay, does it show up? Jungle. No, it's not. Okay, something's being loaded incorrectly, so let's do in debug mode and see what happens. Because the file actually looks okay. Like... Oh, okay, actually, it's probably this. So there's some... There's some kind of component that is trying to be serialized that isn't creating... It isn't being written out properly. And I don't know why that happened. But I think... How's the build happening? We building? How you getting errors? Okay, let's go back to here. Yay, there we go. Okay, everything's fixed. I'm gonna try not to modify the world right now because something was messed up there. But we have everything back. The cook is even here. Okay, so thank God another soul. Okay, so that's working fine, but oh, hello, what's up? Okay, so I know why. Okay, so I need to actually give him some dialogue options here. Yes. So I'm gonna remove the last one of these from each of that. And then I'm gonna add we're gonna add some dialogue options. And then we need to get the choice as well. So, and then once we get the choice, we can figure out what we're doing. So, dialogue option, cook. I'm hungry. Okay, so he's gonna say, well, I thought the problem was started because of Connor. I mean, probably. I'm not sure. Like, it's there's some bug in the saving, like the JSON serialization code, that's bugging this out. But we'll fix that. I mean, I will fix that off stream probably. I'll just try not to save the level for now. So he says, I'm hungry. It's inserted. It's the comma insertion thing. It's happening again, but it's because anyway, we'll deal with it. Dialogue option, cook. I'm hungry. As a matter of fact, I am hungry. So this is your dialogue. This is what you're saying. I am hungry. And then dialogue option, cook. And goodbye. Goodbye. It's gonna be bye. Okay, so now in our choice thing, we can do our switch statement. Can we? No, the plugin won't auto format in C-line, I guess. So case 0 is gonna be I'm hungry, in which case the cook is gonna say, make omelets. He's gonna give you a quest, is what it is, basically. He's gonna say, great, I was just about to make some omelets. Just about to make some omelets. But, so, get a new thing here. However, I've only got 1 egg. I've only got 1 egg. I need at least 2 for an omelet. Omelette. Yes. However, wait, what's the oh no? However, I've only got 1 egg. I need at least 2 for an omelet. Let's just fix our formatting here. Why is this? This is not using tabs. I want to be using tabs instead of spaces. I thought I configured C-line for this. Let me see if I can. Tab. We can figure that out later. Oh, here we go. It's here. Use tab character. Yes. That's much better. Now I can, now my tabs are real tabs, as God intended. I know I probably just triggered somebody with that, but I'm not a space guy. I can't deal with code using spaces. All right, so he says, I was about to make some omelets. However, I'm only going 1 egg. I need at least 2 for an omelet. So that's he's gonna give you a little bit more. I saw there's a gull nest up the hill. Perhaps you could climb up and gather some eggs for me. Yes, it's a quest. It's a fetch quest. Okay, let's put a line break in here. Can I put a space after that? Will that be fine? No, because I think it's going to go into the next line. So let's save that. And then otherwise, oh, I'm also going to do a loop here. So, how does this loop end? Yeah, so otherwise, in case 1, it's going to return. That's going to exit out of our loop. Let's just indent everything in here. So, what was I saying? So, okay, so the 1 dialogue option, am I hungry? Then buy, and then... yeah, that should do it. Do I have to do reset? Yeah. You have to reset before you talk. Or does that automatically happen? I can't remember. Actually, I don't think it does. I think it'd be fine. I think I automatically made it reset. But anyway, let's save that. Now we can go back in here. We can reload his script. And we can talk. Hello, what's up? Don't know why the question mark is on another line, but we can figure that out later. Oh, it's... It's about... some stuff not quite right with the line breaks, but as a matter of fact, I am hungry. Great, I was just about to make some omelets. However, I've only got 1 egg. I need at least 2 for an omelet. I saw there's a... okay. We need to add the... Actually, this should be fine. I don't know why that's... Okay, let's try removing that. Maybe that's it. Alright, reload. Hello, what's up? Okay, it's missing the second part of that. Okay, so there's clearly something happening with the dialogue line breaks that aren't quite correct. I guess that's something I'll have to fix off stream. You know, some days you just have everything go smoothly, and then some days you end up with, like, a ton of bugs that, you introduced somehow over the days that things were going smoothly. Yeah. I feel like when things feel like they're going smoothly, that's when you're actually creating the bugs. And then when they actually show up, that's when you're fixing them. Okay, so thank God for this. Hello, what's up? Okay, so there's supposed to be another line here, but it ends with a question mark. Maybe if I do that. Oh yeah, okay, so reload his. Okay, save that. Maybe if I... Wait, where's the fire? Oh, for some reason the fire pit is gone. Oh, I know why. It's the prefab. Okay, for some reason that fire pit prefab didn't save properly. Anyway, thank God another soul. You must be famished. Would you like anything to eat? Okay, that worked fine. As a matter of fact, I am hungry. Great, I was just about to make some omelets. However, I've only got 1 egg. I need at least 2 for an omelet. I saw there's a Goldman's. Okay, so... this. Oh, I need to put a break here. Okay, cool. That will solve that one. All right. Try that again. Why are you on the wrong monitor? Here we go, here's the game. So, let's go back over this way. Back to... You must be famished. Would you like anything to eat? Okay, that's fine. As a matter of fact, I am hungry. Great, I was just making some omelets. However, I've only got 1 egg. I need at least 2 for an omelet. I saw there... Okay, some grammar. And it's missing the second part as well. Yeah, okay, so it looks like when I do a line break, I need to actually break the string and not just put it in line. But that's fine, actually. That's more readable anyway. So, perhaps you can climb up and gather snakes. That should probably be a capital, I guess? I don't know. I guess technically that's the same sentence. But, alright, so now let's reload. Can you give us the... However, I've only got 1 egg. I need at least 2 for an omelet. I saw there's... Okay, so we fixed the line break, but we need to put a... I saw... There is... a gull nest at the top of the hill. Okay. What's up? However, I've only got 1 egg. I need at least 2 for an omelet. I saw there's a gull nest at the top of the hill. Perhaps you can climb up and get some eggs for me. Okay, So I can't save the game right now because that's going to break everything, but I want to add some stuff. So why don't we... I'm going to see if I can fix the bug. And before I do that, though, I'm going to commit this file because it is otherwise going to be broken. So... Yeah. Let's just look at all the big changes. Wait, is there... Was there something here? No, it's just a little thing. Sorry, I'm just quickly checking to see if there's any big messed up stuff in here before I commit it. Okay, so is the fire thing in here? That guy probably got... The prefab didn't get saved. Oh, it might be the prefab. Okay, prefab 86. That's probably the fire. Or maybe not. Maybe... Oh, it might be the items. Anyway, okay, so... Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save this guy. I'm gonna commit it to Git so that we have it. Update map file. Cool. Yeah, I'm pushing it to Git just so that if we change it now, we can see the diff from this point. So, let's see if we can fix that. So I'm going to go back to debug mode, and I might have to do a clean build because, it's, giving me grief here. It's giving me error, undeclared, oh, I see. I renamed some stuff and it didn't, I believe I should just be able to do that. And yeah, so there are some names in certain asserts that are problematic apparently. So maybe that works now because I renamed one of the variables. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for that to build, I have another soda. Where did my bottle opener go? I thought I had it with me. I suppose it must have fallen over. I don't know. So I can't find my bottle opener for the other. But anyway, we have Jarritos Mexican soda, Mexican cola. So I'm gonna open it on the side of my thing. Maybe that'll work. No, that's not opening. I might have to be back. I'm gonna just... Well, I can't drink the soda because I can't find my bottle opener. There's one in the other room probably I could grab, but it's gonna take me a minute. and I don't want to leave you guys. Make sure I brush my teeth. What are you talking about? Did the soda stain my teeth? Oh, or just because I'm drinking more soda? I'm not sure. Oh, the Steam client's not running. Now you have to be self-conscious. Okay. Oh, we're getting a crash already. What is the texture that you're crashing on? Why? Oh, God, this debugging info is not great. Anyway, it looks like there's an empty file here. Add component from JSON. Which component are we deserializing? Texture here. Getting this guy. Oh, from the... Interesting. So we have a texture that's either empty or without an extension. Okay, so this is while... This is while loading the particle emitter, which I believe is... Okay. One moment. Island JSON. All right. All right, so particle emitter. Which particle emitter are we complaining about? We're complaining about one that has a... Here, the fire. This guy is... We can fix that. So... Okay, so if we reload that, that should fix that. I don't know why that got written out in the first place. That's a little odd. I guess because we created that, but anyway. Loading. Are we going to crash? Okay, so we got through here. So now, I'm going to try to save that and see if we crash. Okay. That's saved without any issues. So now let's IDE random memory. Do we have missing components in here? Let's see. Okay, so it's given us a little red. Oh, you can't see, but the IDE is telling me there's something red over here, which is usually a... All right. I don't know why that's the case, but let's see if we could... Let's see if that's the issue. I don't know why that was happening now and wasn't happening before, but unless... Okay, so it's crashing with that issue. We're saving out a reference to that, whatever this dot slash thing is. I don't know why we're saving that out, but we can remove that quickly. But okay, so that didn't create the problem that we had before. That's interesting. That's quite interesting. But in here, I'm gonna quickly go to emitter, particle emitter. So we have a function that saves it out. So now we need to, I can quickly do a thing, because that's technically a directory, not a file. So if we start the thing up, then we go to our particle emitter. So fire pit. We jump to the fire pit. Actually, it's not that fire pit. It's probably the one here. So fire emitter. That's right here. And it is... Oh, we're crashing here. Interesting. Oh. That's when entity max part. Interesting. Is the cloud null? Is that what the issue is, maybe? Okay. Oh, it's just not supported. Well, that's irritating. Well, let's remove that. That'll fix that at least. Oh, I found my bottle opener. Here it is. Yeah, I don't drink that much soda when I'm not on stream. I don't know. I just need something in my hand to be drinking while I'm streaming. I guess I could do water, but, like, you know, it's just... I like this. It's fun. So... Okay. So now that's not crashing, but let's go to our fire emitter. Jump to it. Water is good. I also have that somewhere. Yes. I have water. Anyway, jump to the fire emitter. Look at it. It's running really slow because this is in debug mode. Okay. So this, let's inspect this. Okay, so the normal, that's what we're looking at. It is a pointer to a texture. And what are the file names? The file list is empty. Okay. That's interesting. So, I think that is a problem with this. We are assuming that this... We are assuming that the list is not empty. So what I can do here is I can say if dot empty or that. And then that's going to solve the case for if the list was empty. And let's do the same one on this one. Text. So now let's rerun that. That should save that. That should fix that issue. And then I don't know where our commas are coming from. It is building. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm a little bit still annoyed with the way that Sea Lion operates its pop-up windows. Okay, so we got here. Save the game. And see if it's bugged out in any way. Alright. Seems like the only issue we're having is the illegal characters, which I'm going to have to fix later, because I think I might know why they're happening. Not sure how to fix them necessarily, but okay, yeah, we can fix that later. Okay. We're still having the issue with this file. Where are you? Okay. That. Why is that being saved as that? /./. Does this guy have a name? Yeah, this is fire emitter, which is what we were looking at before. But why is it being saved as that? So let's go back to our JSON serializer. Let's put a breakpoint in here. See why is it being saved that way? Okay. So we hit our breakpoint. This guy, we're looking for fire in here. So why is this all empty? Something seems off here. Cloud. Texture. Value. File names. Empty. Okay, somehow that got saved out without... But everything else seems to be working, which is odd. Alright. Format that properly. And do we find our weird character here? Why is that being written out? So if it's empty, I want it to write as empty instead of what is being written out, which is this. So maybe it's when we load it up. It's so let's look at the deserialize function for it. Okay. Should we maybe not create it? Okay, I think there is a problem. Oh, no, it does. Okay, so if normal dot empty, because I think we can deal with this being a null pointer. So actually normal empty null pointer or that, and that hopefully that'll solve that. And let's do the same thing for the main texture. Image.empty. Okay. Because this is an empty string, right? Hopefully. Where's our... Almost done. C++ is C++. It will take a while to compile and link. All right, so let's get back to here. Save. And reload and see if we get any issues. Okay. Just let's format that. Okay, we did not... Control F did not find the weird characters. So hopefully we should be in the clear here. Okay. Cool. That worked. So now I'm going to try to create... I'm going to try to create the fire pit and see if it bugs out on us. It is being slow, but this is to be expected in debug mode. So, fire pit. Put that... Move it over here for now. Okay. Save. Now what's going to happen? Can we quit? And is it going to be busted? Okay, no warnings from C-Line yet. Are we going to be missing? Okay, we did get a... Okay. Interesting. Tape error. Okay, so we did get some messed up shit. Where is it, though? We have... Okay, it's right at the end. It's right at the end. So, it means we somehow didn't save out okay, so let's look at the fire pit. Fire pit JSON. Is this one all good? Okay, this guy looks good. And do we load fire pit JSON into the... I think I might know what's going on. Okay. We didn't save this guy in here. So, okay. It's okay. It's okay. I think I know what's happening now. If this is missing the prefab component. Why is it missing the prefab component? Because it can't find the prefab because we didn't add it to the prefab list. So I need to go into editor CPP and prefab save as prefab. Okay, here we go. So we need to insert this into the list of world prefabs. So we need to, one second, world asset. Okay, here. So if we, this needs to be actual path. That should work, hopefully. And let's run that. Now, I believe we can take the fire pit, save it correctly. Actually, I'm going to delete this entire entity because we don't need it. And it should be in the prefabs list, hopefully. Yeah, I'm sorry if this is hard to follow, but this is under the hood how everything fits together. So now, if I find my fire pit, second, go to it. It's supposed to go over here, actually. Put it right here. Wait, did it not jump? I gotta head out to do some lame work stuff on a Saturday. May or may not make it back before the end of stream. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Where is the object that we just had? Okay. Okay, it's right there. Okay, something's off here. Oh. I guess just the group selector wasn't working? Okay, so fire emitter. Fire pit. Is that the one we just... That is the prefab. And did it take its children with it? That's a little odd. Okay. Sorry, something's still not right here. Okay. Fire pit. One more try. Okay, that's working fine. Place the fire pit. Move it down to this flat part, maybe. I'll have to level up the terrain, but okay, cool. That's working. Save it. And now, now let's look at the file to see if everything is kosher. And it does not look like it is. We're still missing the fire pit that... What? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. I think we need to click Save Prefab, and then save the game. And let's see what happens now. Okay, that solved the issue. Okay, we're good. So now... So it was the fire pit that broke everything. Now if I go back... Everything's not going to be... Yeah, all the trees are here. Everything is fine. Okay, cool. So, let's go back into release mode, or release with debug info, at least. And then, now we can finish working on the quest. Finally. Alright. Building. It's gonna take a minute. Now you need a fire pit boss. He just throws fire at you? Is that the entire thing? I guess that could be cool. I mean, the fire does damage you if you walk into it. So you can get killed by the fire at least. Alright, you almost done? You almost done compiling C++? So I think we actually need to put this in one more place. Spawn prefab. Prefab? Browser? Okay. I can do that later, but I think this should be fine. Okay, cool. So now we can go back to our guy. He's got his nice fire next to him. Let me just check something. Yeah, he's got his nice fire. Oh, we can probably see it from pretty far away, too. Talk to him. Well, thank God, another soul. You must be famished. Would you like anything to eat? As a matter of fact, I am hungry, Grid. I was just about to make some omelets. However, I've only got one egg. I need at least 2 for an omelet. I saw there's a gull nest up the hill. Perhaps you could climb it and gather some eggs for me. Okay, so now, this is the hill. We should probably add a path or something, and then we'll add some rocks. Is there a big cliff? Yeah, let's add this, and let's put the, just because, so there could be something more obvious to be, so that we can more easily see what the gull eggs are supposed to be on top of. We're gonna put it on top of these rocks here. So that's in there. So now we can take, where's our character? Okay. Oopsies. And these rocks are pretty much climbable. So you can see I can. Oh, shit. Didn't mean to do it. Okay. Get up. Yeah. Pretty much good. So now I can go. Oh, didn't need to do that. Go into terrain. And I can start sculpting the terrain to fit here. But actually, I'm going to go into the... I'm going to go into the vegetation mask. And then I'm going to... I need to make it so that under the cliff there's no stuff spawning. You know, just because that could be... we don't want any of that, right? Probably right around here. Should be good. And then I can add some stuff. Just to make it, like, super visible. We don't want to hide any of this stuff with plants. Then we go to add. Just add some earth underneath the cliff. And we'll do flatten now. And I think terrain paint, sample palette, use this texture just to make sure there's no grass growing around. Now I think we can save that. Let me just double check I didn't break anything because things are in flux a bit. Maps. Okay, everything looks good here. Now, let me just go back to flat subtract. I think I just want to get rid of some of this overlap here. Cool, save. Now I can add the bird's nest. That should. Okay, so we'll find a nest here. Bird's nest. Okay, so let's place it right here. And now okay. So now we're gonna modify his dialogue a little bit to explain more about the nest, and that's where you need to go. So we can go into our where did our Connor.as go? Here it is. Wait, that's not it. Connor.as. There we go. Okay, so I swear I saw some gull nests. No, a gull nest. A gull nest on top of those rocks. Of those rocks up the hill. Maybe you could climb up there and gather some eggs for me. Okay, cool. So reload. Hey, what's up? Are you hungry? As a matter of fact, I am. Good, I was just about to make some omelets. However, I've only got one egg. I need at least 2 for an omelet. I saw there's a gull nest on top of those rocks up the hill. Perhaps you could climb up and gather some eggs for me. Okay, bye. So now, I hope it should be pretty obvious what rocks he's talking about. It's these ones. So we can climb up here. And there are the eggs. Beautiful, exactly as he mentioned. I need to do a little bit of work on the bottom, ouch, on the bottom of this, because it's a little rough. So let's go to terrain again. And let's add... let's change our brush size a little bit so it can be a bit smaller. Add some here. Smooth it out. Might add some dirt, just because that's kind of the implied sort of road color, even though just so that it's a little bit obvious that this is the hill he's talking about. And just so it matches up with the tilt of the rocks here and hides any kind of gaps. Gotta do something about this corner here, I'm not sure what, but maybe, perhaps I can just texture paint, you know, different rock color. And then vegetation mask, just expand that a little bit. Rebuild. Alright, cool. Now it should be a little bit easier to get up here. Oh, I still have the vegetation mask on. Let me fix that in just a moment. Alright. And rebuild our occluders as well and our accelerator. Cool. That'll be that. Okay, so now... now we can add a... Okay. So this egg, where's the egg? How did it get down there? No. Oh, it's tiny. It's just right down. Okay, it's supposed to be on the rock. Maybe it fell off. Anyway, let's save that. So now we can modify his dialogue. So that when we have the... Okay, I'm going to quickly go to Ramon.as. Because he has a similar type fetch quest that we can kind of take a look at. So, has item. Okay, so, is it called Gull Egg? Yeah, it's called Gull Egg. If, so when we talk to him, if character dot has item, actually we need to get auto ch equals player dot get, one second, player dot get character component. Okay, so we get the character component, and if the character has the item, which is oh, actually we can move this down here. So we're gonna add one more dialogue option, which is Gull Egg. If we have the Gull Egg, we're going to say this really should be localized, but it's not. Anyway. I've got the eggs you wanted. Dialogue option cook. I have the eggs. Okay. I got the eggs you asked for. And then here he's gonna say, he's gonna actually tell you to cook them is what I'm gonna do, because you need a tutorial. Wait, why is that? The formatting doesn't seem to quite work properly in AngelScript. In C line, I'm not sure why, but okay. So give eggs. One moment. So dialogue, cook, give eggs. Okay, so he's gonna now say, great. Now take the eggs and the skillet over to the fire and cook them up. This is a tutorial. Basically, I think we could save that. So, and then we'll add that. Okay, so now we can reload his script. Save the map. Okay, we're gonna talk to him. Hello, what's up? Are you hungry? As a matter of fact, I am hungry. Great, I was just about to make some omelets. However, I've only got 1 egg. I need at least 2 for an omelet. Hint, hint, 2. You need 2. There's a gold nest on top of those rocks of the hill. Maybe you could climb up and gather some eggs for me. Okay. Bye. He needs 1 more piece of dialogue. We'll get into that later. So, I grab my thing. Climb over. Climb up. Get the egg. Eggs. So we got 3 eggs here. We go in our inventory. We got 3 of them. Let's get back down here. Whoop. Just kind of. Okay. Now we can talk to the guy. Hello, what's up? Are you hungry? I've got the eggs you asked for. Here's our dialogue option. Great. Now take the eggs and the skillet over to the fire and cook them up. Okay. Okay, no, we're good. Okay, so. Wait. Okay. Oh. Okay. Something. Oh, we didn't say bye. That's why. Okay, cool. Alright, so now we take the skillet, go over to the fire, and cook them. Now we have our cooking screen. We can, Rosy Graphics Dev! Hey, Bjorn! Welcome again to the stream. We are making the tutorial for cooking. Basically, we built this character here, last stream, and then I worked on him in between. He's all sunburned because he's on a tropical island. But anyway, he told us to take the eagle eggs, put them in the thing, and click cook. And we have an omelet, which is missing a texture at the moment. I can't. We'll figure that out later. But anyway, oh, also, the item description is kind of weird. It's going off the bottom of the screen. We'll have to fix that some other point. So, oh, you guys can't see the, full thing underneath my face. Whoopsies. Let's move me somewhere that hopefully doesn't get in the way. I guess here for now. The crackling fire sounds nice. Yeah. Yeah, it's just some, sound effects from the Sonus audio library, which you guys can all download for free. It's a fantastic resource for sound effects. So anyway, yeah, we cook the omelet. I don't know why it's not giving us description. I think it's just coming off the bottom of the screen. But anyway, that tutorialized it, hopefully. So now we can talk to him. Hello, what's up? Anyway. Oh, because we still have... eggs in our inventory. So if we cook the rest of the eggs, we cook them. We got our omelet, which is not colored for reasons that I'll have to fix later. And we can talk to him. Okay, cool. He's all set up. So I'm gonna see if I can quickly go into now that that's all set up. We can go into the I believe the cooking thing is not in CPP file. I think it's inventory.cpp or inventory UI. Inventory UI. Okay, so the description wasn't being. Okay, so cooking screen. Okay, cool. Cooking screen. So the description isn't being drawn. So let's see what's going on with the description. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Grid origin plus rows, cells per row. Times that, times. So the vertical thing, I think, because let's try doing 5, because I think we might have increased the cell size or something like that. Description position. Description. Okay, cool. So now, I think I just moved everything up a little bit. Yeah, I should take a look at that. I need that sound. There's all sorts of sounds in the library. The most annoying thing about it is honestly that there's too many sounds, and like it's actually really hard to search through. Like basically the Sonos, which is a company that does all sorts of like sound libraries and stuff like that. They basically for GDC every year they released like a set of sounds every year. And this is going back to like I don't know, like 2015, like a really long time. And so like if you download them all, it's like a huge library. I have I can actually show you. It's on my this oh god. Ugh, don't look at my password. What was I gonna say? Sonos Game Audio Library. Here we go. Yeah, I can move my. Yeah, I gotta keep moving my head because it's getting in the way. This is 100 gigabytes of audio, and this is after I recompressed it. It was actually bigger than this when I downloaded it because I believe a lot of it was like WAV files. I recompressed it as FLAC, which saved a little bit of space as zero degradation in quality. Shout out to the FLAC audio codec. Actually, that's a bit of a redundant acronym in that. It's the C in FLAC stands for codec. Anyway, yeah, so it's just 100 gigabytes of audio, which is a lot. So we have him here. What can we do? Oh yeah, I wanted to check the audio. Okay, okay, blah blah blah. Okay, bye. I'm gonna pick these up. Okay. I need to. There we go. I need to adjust his radius, but anyway. Take out the guy. Cook. I can't do that, but reset. Okay, so the description. Description isn't being drawn, so let's see what's going on here. Is maybe the egg doesn't have a description. Let's see. Here, just had a breakpoint in there. Oh, is that going to allow us to? Where's the text? Inventory item. Okay, we can look at it. Display name. String value. Rebus. No. Okay. That doesn't seem right. It's just empty, I guess. Maybe it doesn't have a description. I guess the egg doesn't have a description. What's going on in our inventory? Is the description? No, there's just no description. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. The egg doesn't have a description. I guess we could add one. Let's go pick 2. OBS here. Okay, so let's add a description for the egg. So let's go into the egg. Go to an inventory item. Okay, that actually does seem wrong because it should be showing something here. Is my language set to English? Yeah. English. Does anything have a description? Oh god, is there... Something's wrong with, all my... The piece of 8 doesn't have a description. Does the... Let's see. The sword should have a description. So, cutlass. It does. Okay, it does. Okay, so that's not it. I guess I just need to give. Oh, I see. Okay, I see. That's fine. That's fine. We just need to give it one. Mariner's cutlass. Okay, I'm gonna quit the game. I need to. What came first, the egg or the description? It's a good one. I guess the egg, because there is no description. Okay, so egg. Give it a display name, which is item name gull egg. Give it that. And item description gull egg. And that's gonna be a spotted egg from a this is a seagull an aquatic bird? Yeah, I'll just say a spotted egg. That's fine. I was gonna say from a. Yeah, I don't know how to describe the seagull right now. So save that. Now, just to make sure that everything is loaded properly, we can see if the egg has a proper description. Okay. He's too close. I'm gonna need to move him, but okay, so let's cook. Okay, we have our description, a spotted egg. Perfect. Okay. Let's just tweak some of the things here now. So we need to move him slightly just because right now he's getting in the way. So he's too close to the skillet. Okay, so now we can do that. That's fine. So save that. And I want to look because I want to see if I can see this fire from far away. I can see it from here. The important thing is, can we see it from Vinny? Because if we do, yeah, I think we can see it. We want to be able to draw the player towards it when they're... So we can see it from Vinny. So after we talk to Vinny, I want the next thing you do to be that. I mean, he doesn't have to be that, but, you know, it can be. Okay, so presumably you're gonna climb up this hill, right? That's the expected process, and you're gonna read this note, and it does mention a distant fire. Technically, the fire in that note is not. He's not referring to the fire that is up there, but the player will have that fire thing in their mind. In fact, oh, actually, we can we should add that to the dialogue. We'll add a dialogue option. Are you the one from the note? Ask about note. Are you the one from the note? Then obviously we're going to change these numbers here. So that's going to be now number 3. Actually, we should give this a high number, just because. I mean, we'll have to figure that out later, but give that a number there. Okay, so that is now option 2. And we can now. Why is that? Okay, let's use that. All these not using tabs. What is this disgrace? Everything's all messed up when you don't use tabs. Okay. Missing a bracket there. That's fine. Okay. Actually, let's put the bracket here. He's gonna say, so it's gonna be note response. He's gonna say, note? I didn't leave any note. Any note? I don't even know how to read. You know, it's the 1600s. Not everybody knows how to read. Just you know, so that you maybe the fire burns in all of us. This game has so much stuff in it now. Yeah, we get stuff all the time, you know. It's as long as you keep working, stuff will be produced. Hopefully that's inspirational to somebody. So there's probably some. Actually, we should make sure that he's read the note first before you get the question about if that's the note. So, actually, I don't think we have the scripting capability to do that at the moment. So, I guess, but anyway, let's just pretend that we did read the note, because I'm gonna have to check that in the script actually. Otherwise, it wouldn't really make sense. So there was the note about the distant fire. Wait, why can't we talk? Oh, the script. Okay, we wrote the script wrong. We're missing something. Oh, is it the same? Okay. Duplicate switch. Oh, we didn't do the number correctly. So that's got to be 4. No. This has to be 1. That's the issue. Okay, cool. So now if we talk to him, we need to reload. Where's the script? Script action, reload. What do you mean duplicate switch case? I thought I fixed that. Oh, god damn it. 3, that's what we need. Okay. Okay, thank god, another soul. You must be famished, would you like anything? Are you the one from the note? No, I didn't leave any note. I don't even know how to read. Okay, cool. Oh, well, okay. Whoopsies. Great, now take the eggs. Something's messed up there. Oh, I need to break. Otherwise, it falls through the next statement. Reload that. I think. Are you hungry? Are you the one from the note? No, I didn't leave any note. I don't even know how to read. God damn it. And he doesn't have anything to say. He doesn't know how to read. Anyway. It's actually 4 o'clock. But, I do want to thank everybody who tuned in. This has been a great stream. I did manage to fix the weird issue I was having with, saving files. How is he going to read a cookbook? If he doesn't know how to read, how is he writing to us? He's not writing to you. He said he didn't write the note. Anyway. Anyway, so it's 4 o'clock. I gotta go. But I want to thank everybody for tuning into the stream. Don't forget that I have the Discord, which is linked down below this video. You can also wishlist the game on Steam if you haven't done that yet. And also, if you're in the Discord, you can now sign up to get notifications for when the stream goes live. So you go into the Get Rolls channel and you click live stream notifications, you should get it. So yeah, if you're interested in that. Yeah, also like and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Theoretically, YouTube will give you notifications, but I don't really believe them, even if you click the bell. I don't know. If you really want notifications, join the Discord and select video notifications. But with that, I want to thank you guys all for tuning in, and goodbye. I will see you all next week.